So I went ahead and made a couple of changes to the settings, and I want to let you guys know about them right at the beginning of the episode. So the first setting I changed is, of course, Dino Count. This is something we've talked about in the previous episodes. I think the fact that we have the vanilla Dino spawning in ARK, but we also have the modded Dino spawning in ARK, is the reason why we're having such an issue saving and having to do constant Dino wipes. So I've went ahead and dropped that setting from 1.0 down to 0.75, and hopefully it's going to be a happy medium where we can be able to save our game, but the island's not going to feel incredibly dead or anything. So we'll figure all that out in due time. The next setting I went ahead and changed was loot quality. I've went ahead and increased it from 1.0 up to 2.5 just to kind of experiment and see how the loot ends up doing, because 2.5 is what we've been using in ARK Survival Evolved, so I'm kind of wondering how equal it's going to be. Is it going to be too overpowered at 2.5, or is it going to be pretty good, especially for single player? We'll have to figure that out. Now, I don't have footage of this, unfortunately, but I did run a Raptor Claws event just to kind of see how much better the loot was going to be, and I'm going to be honest, most of it was normally what we would get at 1.0, except for one particular piece that we ended up getting, and it's this helmet right here. This ended up being an Ascendant Flak helmet with 904 armor and 570 durability. Now, the funny part is, that drop ended up having two flak helmets in it. One being the one that we have now, and another one being 106 armor. So I'm not sure if we just got really lucky, or that's how the loot's going to be. That we're going to get some really good stuff, but we're also going to get some normal 1.0 stuff. So we'll have to figure that out and everything. Let me know in the comments below, guys, if you've went ahead and changed your dino count, if you've also went ahead and changed your loot quality, and how are you guys seeing the differences with that too? But guys, between episodes, I did breed up the Argents, and we have our final product ready to go. So guys, without further ado, please let me introduce you to, of course, Maverick. And I gotta say, this thing looks absolutely sick. Now, if you guys aren't familiar, traditionally I name my Argents either Maverick or Majestic. Majestic tends to be for the X-Argents, because personally I prefer the look of the X-Argent, and let's be honest, they're freaking majestic looking. They look absolutely awesome. But we here have Maverick, and this thing is going to be our main mount, our one-stop shop. This is going to be our taming buddy, our dino killer, our alpha killer. This is going to be our everything and anything, and I gotta say, it looks awesome. It looks absolutely menacing right now. It looks like it's staring deep into my soul, like it's going to kill everything on this map eventually, and potentially even myself at some point. Let's see what happens, but taking a look at the stats, I think these stats are pretty good, and of course you guys can let me know in the comments how these are looking, but we're going to start with the Ascendant Argent saddle that we got in the last episode. Obviously, that's going to be huge for us, but we also have our stats, which are 3766 in health, 1080 stam, 902 in weight, which seems really good, but you guys can let me know in the comments, of course, and 389 melee, and of course, this is 100% imprinted. I think these stats are pretty good, especially that weight in particular. You guys can let me know in the comments. We'll figure it out from there, but guys, today's episode is going to be about two things. One, we are going to go ahead and kill some alphas, because we are doing the Raptor Claws event. We are doing this event because, one, it's incredibly overpowered, and two, I kind of want to experiment here. Because we've increased the loot quality from 1 to 2.5, is that going to give us a better dino, potentially? I'm not entirely sure. I'm excited to figure that out, but on top of that too, guys, I'm recording this on January 2nd, and this event ends on official, being Winter Wonderland. It ends on the 7th, and that's when I'm going to end the event too on single player until next year. And I want to take advantage of this event because this is so incredibly overpowered, it's not even funny. Now, currently we've gotten some pretty bad stuff, let's be honest. We've gotten an Onyx with really good food, and we've gotten a Nick the Ornus with really good either, what was it, food or oxygen, I believe? But there's always that potential of what if. What if we get that Argent with 62 points into stamina? What if we get that Thyla with 47 points into melee? What if we get that Theri with 51 points into health? You know what I mean? It's always that what if. And honestly, for the Winter Wonderland event, these cryopods are the most overpowered thing, and I definitely want to take advantage of them, and honestly, guys, I think you should too. But that's what we're going to be doing for partial of today's episode, but all the eagle-eyed viewers out there did see that I have a couple saddles in here. I have an Enki saddle, I have a Baryonyx saddle, I have a Castroides saddle, I have a Thyla saddle, and I have a Dodicris saddle, and I think today's plan is going to be going after the utility tames. I think at this point, getting ourselves utility tames is going to be absolutely huge, and on top of that too, they're all pre-made saddles, so it's pretty good ready to go. Yes, traditionally wood-wise, I do like to go for the Mammoth, but we have a pre-made Castroides agility saddle. We might as well try to knock out a beaver and see what that thing can do. On top of that too, obviously we have the Thyla saddle and the Baryonyx saddle because, well, if we come across a Thyla or a Baryonyx, we might as well try to tame it, right? If it's a really good one, especially. Now, the biggest problem is going to be with the Argent that it can't pick up the Baryonyx, so that's going to be kind of interesting, but we'll see what we get our hands on. I am going to head down this way because I do remember seeing a total of 2 alphas down here, so I want to see how close that gets us to super nice. Another thing I just spotted was this guy over here. Look at this Castroides. It looks absolutely awesome. It's only a level 60. Now, I know with the utility tames, we don't necessarily have to go for, like, 145s, 150s, you know, that kind of thing, because they're utility tames. We can go for level 5s if we want to, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you guys know, I think you guys are the type of people out there like me. We want to go for the highest level we potentially can, right? But I think it would be kind of funny if we only found level 5s, if we kind of did a little bit of a pseudo level 5 challenge in this series where maybe our utility tames are only level 5. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to kind of adventure down this little path a bit, and I do want to take a look over here again, because are we going to find an Equus or not? What is that? Oh, it's a baby Diplo. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, this is last time where we saw the one, we saw, oh, 105. Not bad, not bad. This is where we saw the 120 Equus, and of course, yeah, that video just came out, so I'm not sure if you guys are to comment or not on it. Probably, completely yelling at me for not picking the damn thing up. Believe me, guys, I'm still a little ticked to myself for not going ahead, picking it up, and just taking it away, because honestly, I think it's a bug right now showing the, especially the Equus in particular, showing the whole baby thing, because I haven't seen a baby, but I've seen 3 Equises that do have that symbol, and I haven't found their babies, so I'm not sure if it's a quick little bug right now that hopefully gets fixed relatively soon, but I think in the future, if we do come across something really good, Equus-wise, we'll go ahead and pretty much just get it out of the way and get the damn thing instead of trying to figure this out. But I remember seeing an alpha over here. Now, it's just a matter of where it is. Is it you? Yeah, 15. Okay. That's a really good start to figure this out, if this is actually good or not. Now, we do have a couple of raptors in the area. Oh, that's a Microraptor. Yeah, no, I don't want to deal with you if I don't have to. Can I pick up a Microraptor? Is that a thing? No, you can't. Oh, shoot. No, 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 no. Okay, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go on the ground. Because if it does come after me, at least we're off the mount already, right? Okay, that was easy. Okay, I don't know where the other Microraptor is, so I guess we'll be pretty good with the first one. Let's head straight over here to this alpha. Here you are, buddy. And I'm going to go ahead and try to place myself a little higher than the alpha, because I think that knockback is going to work really well here. Come on, if I can get you positioned in the right spot. Come on, buddy, I'm right here. Come on. I'm in the perfect spot. Come on. Really? Really? You know what's going to happen. I'm going to jump off the mount. I'm going to do something stupid like this. And then it's going to come for me. There we go. All right, come on. Come on. So because we're on an incline, and because we can get this nice knockback, I think this is going to be a relatively quick fight. Yeah, this is the way to do it. Look at this. It's not even able to get a hit because I'm just on that nice little incline. Oh, this is... Look at that. Look at that. It's almost like I'm good at this or something. All right, let's go ahead and get all that prime meat and everything. Let's have a quick look at what did we get. We got a 164 metal pick. How is that in comparison to ours? Not as good. What about the durability? 112. Okay, so the durability is a little bit better. Maybe we'll use that as a backup, essentially. I thought I saw another alpha over here. The problem is after these two, yeah, I don't know where the other alphas are, so we'll have to see. I thought I saw one over here somewhere. There's 2 raptors. I gotta say, I think the alpha variants look really cool. How many levels did we get, actually? Oh, you have 14 levels. Do I pump them into stam, or do I pump them into... No, that's not you, is it? No. Where did I see the second one? I thought they were both in the same area, too. We have a Carno up here. I guess we could just take out the Carno just for shits and giggles. That'll get us normal meat, too, so at least the Argent can heal itself. But yeah, look at that knockback. That is great. Oh, my God. All right, level 20. No big deal. There we go. Get a little bit of meat, a little bit of prime, and let's continue on. I think what we're going to do is we're going to head over to Herbivore Island at this point. If I do see an alpha along the way, obviously, we'll take that out and everything. I feel like I saw it right in this friggin' area. So we killed that one. Where's the other one? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, well anyways, I think we'll kind of take the path over here to Herbivore Island. We'll see if there's anything on there in particular. Of course, Herbivore Island, we can find ourselves an Enki, which would be really cool to get. I think that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to come across because, yeah, we need metal. And I don't know about you guys. Oh, I totally forgot to mention this. I actually changed another setting in this series. I went ahead and changed the... What is it called? It's the resource timer, essentially. So how long until so if I knock down this tree, the amount of time until the tree grows back, right? I've changed that from 0.5, which is usually half speed at this point. So usually it doubles the speed, basically, in which something respawns. I've actually put it down to 0.25. So essentially, it should come back 4 times quicker than unofficial, right? And the reason why I did that is... no metal is respawning, and I'm a little bit worried, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little bit worried that metal in ARK Survival Ascended doesn't respawn, and it's a one-time use. And if that's the case, God, I am really worried, you know what I mean? Because that changes base locations, that changes a lot of decisions. Like, we need to go for an Enki right away, and if that is the case... we gotta go for the best Enki we potentially can, you know what I mean? Because we need the best melee in order to get the most amount of yield. We need the decent amount of weight so it can hold everything. So there's a lot of things in place depending on if metal respawns or not. If metal does respawn, no big deal. But if you guys are having trouble with that, or if you guys have figured out a workaround in order to get your metal to respawn and everything, please let me know in the comments below, because it's been partially pulling my hair out, let's be honest. And getting a little bit older, I don't have much hair to deal with anymore, so I really don't want to go bald at 32 years old. So please, guys, let me know in the comments if you guys have been able to fix that, if you guys have been able to see that your metal respawns. Maybe it's something that I'm doing wrong, maybe it's a setting that I need to fix or whatever. Let me know, though. Please, guys, let me know in the comments below. All right, so starting out right away, we have a level 10 Enki, okay, and a level 35 Enki, okay, so not the best. But again, if we are going to do the level 5 challenge, essentially, with our utility tames, that might not be the worst thing in the world. It is a level 10, of course, that doesn't necessarily work, but I don't know. Maybe we should just go for the lowest we can find of each creature. But let's see. But yeah, you guys can see up here, none of it's respawning. Like, oh, Enkis. Okay. We got you. Level 10. Level 30. Level 45. But yeah, you guys can see up here, there's a ton of rocks up here, but none of them are the metal rocks. Because I've went through here a couple of episodes ago. I say a couple, it's probably close to 7 or 8 episodes at this point. I've went through and taken out all the metal rocks just to get a decent amount of metal back at our place. And it's not respawning. And I'm a bit worried, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if it's because I need to hang out here a little bit more in order for it to spawn back in. I don't know if there's an issue on Herbivore Island that it's just not... maybe I gotta take out more rocks in order for the game to realize, oh crap, yeah, no, we need to respawn something? Like, I don't know, and I hope that you guys can let me know in the comments below, because this was a really good metal spot, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm a little upset that having issues with respawning at this point. But I don't really see anything I want to go for here on Herbivore Island. We don't really have a really good level Enki. Again, we have all the mountains to deal with. That's a yellow drop with a ring around it, so we're going to head straight there, and we'll be able to test out kind of the loot quality and everything like that. But we'll see. I don't know. I think from here, we're going to go to the yellow drop, and then after that, we'll start heading up towards Carno Island, because at this point, it is currently almost noon, and we need to get this done before midnight. So we do have plenty of time, but at the same time, we kind of do, but we kind of don't, if that makes sense. But I think that's essentially going to take us right back to where we were, that yellow drop. I'm pretty sure I know the exact spot that that's going to drop in, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if it shows me on the... I think it's going to be... Okay, so if you see Death 8... You see that peninsula that's kind of, if you go north from Death 8, you see that little spot right there, right where the water kind of divides in two? I think that's where the drop's going to be. Oh my god. Which is pretty much bringing us right back to where we just were. But let's go ahead. Let's get this drop. We'll kind of continue on closer to Carno Island. We'll be able to take out a ton of stuff there. It shouldn't take long for us to get the... super nice or whatever it is. Plus, while we're up there, we might as well get the Explorer notes, because at this point, yeah, we can just go ahead and get a ton of levels put onto this Argent. I don't know if I want to do Stamina or I want to do Melee as of yet, but we'll figure that out in due time. Let's see what this drop has to offer us first. All right, here we go. Perfect. And... okay, it doesn't seem too overpowered. That's nice. 498 durability, that's actually pretty good, but we'll go ahead, we'll take all that with us. But again, it doesn't seem too different from... Is this loaded yet? No, it's not. Come on. Reload, just in case. But yeah, again, doesn't seem too crazy overpowered, but I guess we'll see what happens. Again, that was just one loot drop. I want to take a look at you, though. Look at... these things look so nice. Oh, man, so cool. So cool. All right, we got another yellow with a ring around it. Let's see what this is going to give us. Please don't go away. Please don't go away. Gimme. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, give me that. Okay, let's jump back in here and see what exactly we got. I saw this. I didn't see anything else that we got. Oh, man. Okay, 915 durability, 127 armor, Bassy saddle. Oh, that's great. Okay, so we ended up getting this. Ascendant for boots, 587 durability, 323 armor. Yeah, this is starting to become a bit overpowered, isn't it? But then we get this, a Journeyman fur cap of 105 armor. Like, that's something we can normally get. I don't know. I'm trying to convince myself to keep it at 2.5, but of course you guys can let me know in the comments below what you guys are thinking. But for right now, I think I'm okay with sticking it to 2.5, but I think the biggest decision is going to be tonight doing the Raptor Claws event, because if we get some crazy stuff from that, then I think, yeah, we got to settle it down a little bit. Now, even if we do settle it down to 2.0 or 1.75 or whatever we end up doing, I'm not getting rid of the loot that we already have. I'm not going to penalize myself over that or anything like that. Again, this is all experimental. It's all to figure out, kind of fine-tune the settings and stuff like that. So I'm not going to get rid of stuff just because now we're potentially going to be dropping the loot quality again, you know what I mean? So we're going to head over to Carno Island at this point. I haven't really found any Ankies or Castroides or Dodicruses, but again, I haven't really been looking either. I've really just been looking for alphas in particular. And again, not really too concerned. I know this isn't going to be the entire episode. This is really just a little portion of the episode doing this because we've done it before, but I do want to see what we end up getting from Raptor Claws specifically. So let's head over to Carno Island. We'll probably end up doing a bit of a montage with this, I think, at this point, because again, like I said, really it's all about taming this episode. It's not really doing this, but nevertheless, we're going to grab some Explorer notes here. We're also going to go ahead and kill pretty much everything on this island. We're also going to try to kill that Alpha Rex that I used in the thumbnail for the previous episode, so we'll go ahead and try to kill that thing, and yeah, we'll go from there, guys. But yeah, first things first, of course, loot drop. Let's see what this red drop has to offer. All right, red drop, here we go. Okay. I don't know what half this stuff is, but it looks good. Okay, let's get rid of you. I don't need that. Let's get rid of you. I don't need that. Let's get rid of you. Get rid of you. What is this? Oh, a holoscope attachment. Ah, okay. Gotcha. What else do we get here? We got this, the Broth of Enlightenment. Single sip of this incredible broth will expand your mind and broaden your horizons. Granted, greatly increased it. Oh, it's increased XP. Got it. Okay, sounds good. By By the way, guys, I know I said we were going to do a montage here, but I totally forgot to mention, yeah, because I had to change everything from 1.0 to 0.75, I did a dino wipe. So yeah, that alpha's not going to be here anymore, unfortunately. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to grab these explorer notes first. We're going to get all 3 of them right here on this island, and then we'll go ahead and we'll just pretty much decimate everything here.
Any chemist worth his salt knows the irreplaceable value of testing. Until a tonic has been rigorously tested, it is less useful than water. If only I could persuade this island's less intellectual inhabitants to see that tests on Mesopithecus serve well for early trials, but they are no replacement for genuine human subjects at later, safer stages. By subjects, I of course mean willing participants that are prepared to risk mild headaches and much less mild nausea for the sake of science. The Laughing Skulls offered rather less willing participants at one point, but I declined. With how difficult it is to find volunteers these days, I sometimes regret it. Before arriving on this island, I would have dismissed the idea of a device instantly transporting a person from one location to another as complete and utter poppycock. Yet, that appears exactly what the strange platforms beneath the obelisks are capable of doing. Astounding. Yes, there was a dragon on the other side. I'm sure Mr. Nerva and his men fought quite the heroic battle, but discovering another slobbering beast is trivial in comparison. Imagine, one could go from one side of the globe to the other in the blink of an eye, and I'll wager that is just the start of the obelisk's capabilities. I must learn more. I must!
When Nerva and his band return from the cave, they'll decide my fate. So this may be my final chance to reflect. I may as well take advantage of it. I realized that had I just ignored the signs and accepted this paradise at face value, I'd still be happy and free. Would that have been better? I don't think so. After a lot of thought, I've decided that I'd rather die seeking the truth than living in an illusion. That, as Rockwell would say, is the path of a true scientist. Not that I'm Galileo battling the church or anything, but hey, it's something to hold on to.
And after a little bit of time, we're finally in super nice. And look at the level that we're looking at now. 279. Oh my god. Plus on top of that too... Okay, we've only taken down 3 durability. That's absolutely nuts. We don't have a level or anything yet. I think I'm going to have a quick look around just to see if there's an alpha here or not. Funny enough, during the montage, I showed off that there is a unicorn over on Carno Island, which is really interesting. Unfortunately, it did get attacked by scorpions, so I don't know where it is as of now, or if it's even still alive. It was only a level 20, so it's not like, oh yeah, it's right here. I kind of want to take you home. I'm wondering if I have rock carrots back at base, because if I do, I mean, it's a freaking unicorn, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a Rex level 5. Nah, I think we're going to try to scoop this guy up and take him all the way back. Let's have a quick rest here. So here's what our stats are looking like. So I kept the health at 3766. Stamina is way up now at 2295. I kept the weight at 902. And then finally, melee is 499. So we're looking pretty good there. I don't know. A part of me wants to get this unicorn, but at the same time, it's only a level 20. So do I kill it off and wait for another one to spawn in, or do we go for it now? I say we kill it off with the hopes that we get a better one. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I know you guys are probably not going to be too thrilled with that in the comments because it is a unicorn. And there's only one on the map. But yeah, there we go. Oh, actually, that dropped me down. I totally forgot. That was naughty. Oh, shit. Oh, man. All right, we'll have to go kill something else. Where's that Rex? That Rex will put us back over the top. Let's get this Rex out of the way. I think what we'll do is we'll start heading back towards base. Unfortunately, I don't want to knock anything out right now, because if I knock something out, I'm wondering if that's going to drop it back down to very nice as opposed to super nice. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to basically kill this Rex. We're going to head back to base. We're going to wait till nighttime. And yeah, we'll basically get this out of the way. We'll see what we get. We'll see if the loot's a little bit better, or we'll see if the dino's a little bit better, rather. How funny would it be if it's an actual unicorn? Oh, man. But anyways, go ahead, take you out. You should be relatively quick. We're still at very nice for killing the Saber. And now we're back at super nice. Sweet. All right, let's see how far we can get back to base at this point. Because, again, with all this stam, we're looking pretty good here. Now, there is a lot that we're going to need to drop, but we do have a lot of food, which is something that I'm really happy about getting because, honestly, it's been a nightmare getting food at base. It has taken so long to get this little bit of meat, that little bit of meat, and whatever. So at this point, having all this meat ready to go, and we can put this right inside of the food trough when we get back, is going to be absolutely huge. On top of that, I don't think I need all this hide. I'm surprised he didn't eat the cooked prime fish meat. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, okay. It's cooked. Never mind. I was going to say, oh, we can get a baryonyx, but no. I don't need all this hide. We can always go back out and get a decent amount of hide. I know it's not really going to drop our weight down too much, but it's fine. I just don't want to throw out something that we may end up needing. But let's have a quick look through our inventory. I can eat you guys. I think we're all good here, yeah. Yeah, weight-wise, it might be a little bit of a trip home, but I do want to take all this back. So let me have a quick rest here, and then we'll see what 22... What's our stand? 2275, something like that. We'll see how far we can get with this Argent. We are looking at 2295 in stamina. We'll see how far we can get home from Carno Island. I gotta say, that's actually really not too bad. Now, granted, we did have a little bit of stam left over. It's starting to go back up, so we're not able to take a look. I just didn't want to end up going straight down into the swamp. But essentially, we made it from here. So essentially, along a little past Green Ob from... That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that's 3/4 of the island map. Now, guys, keep in mind, too, I mean, our weight is currently 640 out of 902. So... if we didn't really have as much weight on us, I mean, we can definitely make this entire trip. We're only, what is that, 1,900 meters left till base. Now, obviously, this last death thing, I could take off, but guys, it's a good marker for base. It's also a good reminder for myself, if you guys remember from a couple of episodes ago, yeah, I ended up going idle, and I ended up leaving, heading out to run a few errands, and all I did was I ended up just putting it on pause like this, right? And ultimately I came back to the death screen, and it's because essentially I either starved or I dehydrated and I lost all my good stuff. So it's good that it's still up there. I know it's a bug. I know it's something that they definitely need to get fixed, but for right now, it's a nice little reminder to myself that anytime I am leaving the room or anything, just do save world, log out, no big deal. Don't do that stupid, don't do the stupid start screen, because things still happen around your character, even though you are technically paused and even though we are in single player. So it's a good reminder for myself, and hopefully for you guys too, in case you guys make that mistake at some point. Alright guys, so the Raptor Claws event has officially begun, so we just have to kind of wait here for a minute or two, and we'll see what we actually end up getting. So here we go. Here we go. There we go. Alright, let's have a quick look and see what we got this time. We got ourselves a juvenile mammoth with 970 weight. I think this is a weight mammoth. Ooh, that's interesting. Cool. Okay. So yeah, you can get some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, 970 weight. This has to be it. So that would be 47 levels into weight. Oh my god. I mean, what else could it be? 850 health, no way. 330 stam, no way. Oh no, I'm looking at movement speed and seeing 200 movement speed. I think it's 970 weight. Nice. Okay, cool. Cool. Anyways, guys, we do have Raptor Claws right now, so I think we're going to have a little bit of fun with this. Oh, that's right, we're like really encumbered. No. Let's throw that onto you. Don't worry about the tree platforms for now. I think we're going to throw those onto Maverick here. And let's see if we can get a drop or two, just to kind of get an idea of 2.5 loot quality and see if it's any good or not. I think we're going to head pretty much straight to Green Ob at this point. It looks like one's pretty much there. Again, we're not going to go too crazy with this event, and I think what we're going to do, guys, is this will be the montages before the episodes begin. I'm going to probably run this event every single time in between episodes, because I know this takes time out of the episode to do Raptor Claws, to do the cryos, the whole nine. I think I'm just going to do that as a bit of a montage at the beginning of each one. So hopefully you guys are cool with that. Again, I don't want to take too much time away from these episodes, and I don't want it to be kind of the same thing over and over and over, if you catch my drift. So let's go ahead and get to this drop right here. That's going to be the first one that we're going to be able to get our hands on. I think that's the first one Raptor Claws has actually dropped, which is kind of interesting how far out it is. Okay. Weird. But anyways, let's get up to this drop. Let's see what it's got for us. And yeah, we'll see if we can get that second drop coming down, which is really far out. It's usually not that far out. That's really weird. I don't know. Oh, come on. Just grab it. Oh my god, what is with the Trudons? Oh my god. Okay, let's have a quick look and see. Oh Jesus, that's going up real quick. All right, let's get close to the ground just in case. All right, it's going back down. Sweet. Okay. Jesus, that's like the second time in ARK Survival Ascended that I've been attacked by Trudons, and I'll tell you guys, I have never been attacked. Well, no, that's not true. I've probably been attacked once or twice. In all of my time in ARK Survival Evolved, I've maybe been attacked once or twice from Trudons, but Jesus. All right, where is the second drop? Because it's definitely down by now, and I think this is the path that we're on. Where is... Oh, God, it's going to be in the middle of the swamp, isn't it? And now, what did we get from that? Okay, so good loot. Not... Okay, we can get rid of this stuff. I don't usually hold on to the building things, but okay. Where is the drop? I mean, if the one's there, there's no way that's the next one, right? That's really far. There's got to be one down here somewhere. There it is. Okay. I was going to say, I don't know if I'm going to venture into the redwoods, so our test tonight is just going to be with these two in particular. And then I think we'll just start heading back to base. But just to have a quick look here. Okay, so we got Caitlin Soup, cool. We can throw you out. Enduro Stew, cool. But yeah, nothing too overpowered, which is really nice. I think we're going to stick with 2.5 for now until we start getting, like, absolutely ridiculous stuff. Then we'll kind of figure it out from there. But I think 2.5, at least for single player, is a nice balance in my opinion. So let's head back to base. At this point, we are going to start looking for... utility tames and all that kind of stuff. So we'll figure that out in due time. And, yeah, hopefully we can get our hands on a few things. That mammoth is really cool, though. 970 weight. That is absolutely awesome. We're about to get attacked, aren't we? Oh, I thought I heard the raptor thing. But okay, we're good. Let's go. Let's get back to base. All right, let's see what we got in here. Whoa, okay. Give me all that stuff. Yeah, that's a 146 armor wrecked saddle. Damn, 427 durability too. Pretty damn good. Got ourselves a primitive assault rifle. We also got ourselves, let's see, a little bit of medical brew. We got ourselves a mind wipe tonic, and we also got a Mastercraft Riot leggings. Not too shabby. I'm actually really excited about that saddle, though, if I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't really looking to start with Castroides, but since we have them right in the area here, let's have a quick look and see what level these guys are. Because if they're level 5, I'm actually kind of intrigued on doing a level 5 challenge with these guys specifically. Damn it, I don't know where is it right there? No, it moved. There it is, okay. A little tough to see. What level did that say? I guess we'll just do it this way, it's no big deal. 25, okay. Another way that you can find out if there's any Castroides in here, it's pretty simple, actually. Just go over to one of these guys and just kind of look inside the inventory and then go out of it, because they're pretty much all going to come out of the woodwork. So at least you get to see if there's any, like, hidden ones or anything like that. Let's get up on this rock here, just so we have an idea. But yeah, it looks like we have the level 25 coming for us now. And the level 10 is stuck, it looks like. Alright, but that looks like that's pretty much it. It's just these guys. So, the good news is, once you guys get these out of the way, yeah, you can pretty much go for all the cementing paste here, and I think that's what we're going to do, because honestly, yeah, it's a lot of cementing paste to work with. So let's see if we can get our hands on this stuff. Come on, buddy. There we go. Alright, so now we can grab you. Gimme, 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 gimme. Drop, 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 drop. Oh, shoot. Okay, that kind of came out of nowhere. I don't have anything to attack it, so, neutral. There we go. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Well. We got another one to deal with here, so let's have a little bit of a look in here. Let's grab you, and you. Drop, 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 drop. We don't need that stuff. And there we go. Perfect. Is there any more? Looks like he's kind of running away. He's probably going to make the turnaround at some point. I don't know. He's somewhere over there. I think that's it, though, for Hidden Lake. It doesn't look like there's any more beaver dams, which is fine. What's nice is eventually they'll start producing more and stuff like that. Plus, we'll get a couple more beavers in here, too. So we'll take a look at this area eventually. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to start looking for the Doedicurus and the Enki, because those two tend to spawn in the same kind of area. So I think it might just be the easiest thing to try to go for both. And at this point, like I said, higher level the better. But I'm going to be honest, I am intrigued on doing a little bit of a level 5 challenge with them. So if we can find some level 5s, they'll be really easy to knock out too, which is really nice. Plus, we can pick them up with the Argent, which makes it really convenient too. So we'll take a look up at this mountain here. It looks like we got a yellow drop too, so we might as well take a look at that, especially if it's yellow with a ring around it. We'll see in a little bit. But yeah, let's get to searching and let's see what we can find. All right, so pretty interesting here. This is a yellow with a ring around it, so really curious to see what we get. Come on, long neck, come on, long neck. No long neck. But we did get a saddle that I don't recognize. What is this? Oh, it's a Quetz saddle. Interesting. Okay. We also ended up getting a really good plesiosaur saddle. Oh my god. 245 armor. Jesus. We also got ourselves a Tuzo saddle. That's kind of interesting. And I guess Polly. I think that was pretty much it. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, the one thing that I really, really want to get, guys, is a long neck. Right now we have the primitive one. It's like 106 damage instead of 100. We ended up getting this. I feel like we got this in a drop at some point. Yeah, 106 damage and 76 durability. I want something a little better than that, I'm gonna be honest. Really hoping that we find it in a yellow with a ring around it, or maybe with a purple with a ring around it. We'll have to see what happens. But for now, let's get to Doedicurus hunting. Let's get to Anki hunting. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long to find one of these things. So I've been having a hard time finding Doedicuruses and Ankis, so I think we're going to check this cementing paste here. Okay, so it's got a little bit. Let's quickly get on the Argent just to see how many are going to come in. All right, we got one coming in. What level are you? You're level 60. All right, there we go. Sweet. All right, let's grab you. Drop. And let's grab you over here and do the same. So you. Drop. Perfect. But yeah, at this point, guys, I think we're going to head into the Redwoods, which is going to be a bit interesting because I always seem to get Thylopounced every time I go into the Redwoods. So yeah, we're going to have to be a little bit careful here. I think we're going to kind of check out the coast first because there is a chance to see like a Doedicurus over here. So if we see a Doedicurus over here, maybe we'll go for that. But so far, I've seen a level 10 Anki, a level 15 Anki, and I'm kind of in that mindset of it's either going to be a really high level one or it's a level 5. And we're not going to go anything in between that. So I'm not seeing anything over here. So I guess we got to go into the Redwoods. Oh, God. I don't know if I should do this. Because if I get Thylopounced, we're kind of screwed. Especially if I die, because then there's no way of me getting back. Well, I guess we have the Pteranodon, so I guess we could get back here. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the high route here. And I think we're going to head straight over to the mountain. Now, earlier in the episode, I said don't really worry about them. But I have 2 platforms. And we ended up getting these, I believe, in drops, if I'm not mistaken. And I think we might as well place them down here in the Redwoods. Now, where specifically, I'm not entirely sure yet, but I want to place both of them kind of next to each other because maybe eventually we'll make like a base in the Redwoods, which would be kind of interesting. Having 2, kind of connecting them, and then, yeah, we can kind of go back and forth. A little Ewok-esque kind of area, if you will, but I don't know. We'll have to see, but yeah, let's get to the middle first, and then we can kind of figure out where we want to put these, because that'll really reduce the weight for us. That's 180 weight right there, so that'll definitely help us out to be able to move a little bit quicker. And then, yeah, hopefully while we're on that little mountain right in the middle of the Redwoods, we'll be able to find an Anki or a Doedicurus. It's just a matter of where the heck it is at this point, because I'm not entirely sure. Right, here it is. Awesome. Oh my god, I was getting really worried because we are starting to lose a little bit of stam here, so... Alright, let's see. We're on the mountain here. There's going to be a ton of stuff. Obviously, a ton of Argents. Hopefully we'll be able to find a Doedicurus. Hopefully we'll be able to find an Anki here. Look at the colors on these guys. They look absolutely awesome. Oh, man. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of Hyenodons here too. Obviously, Argents. I think there's Allos and Rexes even too. I believe there was in Ark Survival Evolved at least. This would be kind of interesting to set up a base here too, I'm not going to lie. But where do I want to put these platforms? I feel like I would want to be as close to here as possible. But where would that be? I don't know. So you know what's kind of interesting? This is 2 trees in one, isn't it? Or is that one big tree? I think this is considered two. So if I try to place you... okay, so no ground or snap point on this one, so it won't allow this tree. But it certainly will allow this one. Yeah, I mean, in the future, if we could potentially do this, have one on this tree, have one on this tree. It's kind of interesting that... Oh, there we go. Okay. We get different snap points here. But maybe have all three of these trees connected. I think that'd be kind of cool, right? Like, we would put one here. There we go. That's the first one. Maybe for now we'll put one over here. And then eventually we'll put one on this one. Yeah, I think that's kind of the route that we're going to go. These things are cool, I gotta say, especially getting these in drops. I mean, this is going to be really cool. We'll put another one here eventually. Maybe we'll put this one a little bit higher, so it's kind of going to have to be almost like a staircase in order to get there. And then that one's going to be kind of interesting. I don't know what we're going to do with that yet, but eventually we'll go ahead. We'll put tree sap taps on these and everything just so we can start getting that. And maybe eventually we'll do like a little base or something with these things. I think they look really cool. But yeah, let's take a look at this mountain. Let's see if we can find some Ankies and Dodecruses, because it's one of those things, guys. I think you guys have experienced this before. Whenever you're not... Oh my god. Whenever you're not looking for anything, that's when you'll always end up finding just random stuff. And then once you say, all right, I want to get my hands on X, all of a sudden you cannot find any of them anywhere. And it's only until after you say, no, I'm not looking for them anymore, that's when you'll end up running into it. You know what I mean? So we'll have to see what happens. It's kind of crazy, too, that, like, I feel like in ARK Survival Evolved, like, I mean, you could throw something and hit a Dodecrus in, like, every step of this entire place. And now it's like, you can't find freaking one. Now, the Dodecrus I'm not too worried about, I'm going to be honest, guys, because we do have... What are you? What's that? Oh, it's a Carno. Okay. Not too concerned about the Dodecrus, I'm going to be honest, guys, because we do have the Styracosaurus. I was just kind of hoping to be able to get a Dodecrus and Anki, just kind of get the whole group ready to go. But it is what it is. If we can't find one, no big deal. The Anki is the priority, though, because I really need to get some good metal production going. And, yeah, that's got to be a thing, to be honest. And I don't know. I don't know where the heck we're going to find this thing, because I feel like I've searched everywhere. At least I feel like I have. Clearly I haven't. But I feel like I've searched a lot of places, and just not finding one that I'm going to like. Alright, so we got ourselves a female 125 Anki. Now the question is, where am I going to knock it out? What would make the most sense here? I definitely want to keep this thing isolated. That's for sure. So you know what? Let's head over this way. I'm kind of thinking these snow caps, like right in the middle of the lake. If I can drop this thing down and start shooting it. Honestly, I have a total of 18 trank arrows. Oh my god. I was going to say narco berries. I have about 18 trank arrows left, but I definitely have some trank darts too. So we should be able to knock this thing out, no problem. It's just a matter of where do I want to place it. You know what? We're actually going to go down a little further, I think. Yeah. Let's head over to this little island over here, and I think this is where we'll knock it out. I think there's more than enough space on this little island. Yeah, the one pretty much just straight ahead of us. Yeah, there's a decent amount of room on there. I think we could start shooting it, kind of dance around the island a little bit, and yeah, we can make sure that it doesn't actually end up going down in the water or anything like that. I think we'll be pretty good with this. So let's see if we can get this done here. So it's got to be quick, especially with the first shot. So let's kind of drop you off probably right at the end here. Like so. Drop down. I know you're going to start trying to run back. If I can make it, that would be fine. Yeah. Cool. Okay, why am I a little bit slow? Oh, boy. It better not be on the run already. If so, do not go out in the water, buddy. Nope, come on, come on, come on, come on. I think it's trying to turn around. No, it's not. Shoot. All right, let's get you back over here, buddy. That's fine if it wants to take a hit. Oh, shoot. Okay. And it is out. Sweet. And I mean, this is literally in the perfect spot right now, guys. Oh, man, that is awesome. Okay, so we have ourselves an Anki. At this point, we're going to have to go get a decent amount of berries. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to fly all the way back to base. We're going to go ahead and put the tracking on for this thing. Nope, not allies. Game's in progress. We'll kind of turn this thing on here. All right, let's head all the way back to base. Now, once we get back to base, we'll be able to drop off a lot of the stuff too. And then on top of that, we'll be able to get a decent amount of berries and bring them back over. So I kind of made the decision at this point. I'm not going to go for a Dodicarus in this episode. Yeah, I noticed this Rex before, but I'm wondering... I think if we leave the area, we'll be okay. So you know what? Let's go. Let's go. I think we're fine. Hopefully. But here's kind of the decision I'm going to make, guys. We have the Styracosaurus already, so I think for right now, I'm good without a Dodicarus. I mean, eventually, if we find ourselves a really good Dodicarus, then of course we can kind of change our minds. We'll just hold on to the saddle for the meantime. But we have a fully imprinted Styracosaurus that can go ahead and get us some stone. So I think we'll go that route for right now. We'll check that thing out. We'll see how it does, especially a fully imprinted one. And I think it's going to be really good for us. Now it's a matter of getting a Castroides. Now with those specifically, that's going to be a little difficult because they're just hard to come by. There's a decent amount of them on the island, but at the same time, there's also not that many. If that makes sense at all, I think you guys can kind of understand the gist of what I'm getting at. They're all over the river and stuff, and obviously the best way to find them is to kind of just go ahead, pick a couple of those beaver dams that they have, kind of draw them out, and then kind of figure out from there what you want. But I don't know. It's going to be a little bit tough, I think, to find anything better than the level 60 that we've already found. All right, so let's see if we can get these guys out of here. So let's go ahead. We'll basically hit this. That should draw any beavers out of the area. So let's see what we... Yep, we got one right here. You are level 95. Oh, God, that's a Microraptor. No, 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 no. Shit. Oh, my God. Okay, get out. 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 All right, Maverick, what the hell are you doing? Come on, buddy. There we go. Sweet. Okay. All right, so what level was that one? Okay, so we have a level 95. Oh, my God, there's a friggin' Microraptor again. Okay, I think we're just going to have to avoid this one. I think we're just going to get out of the area, guys. Oh, my God. Okay, what did we end up destroying here? Okay, so it was my gloves that went. Okay, sounds good. All right, where are... Yeah, it's you. Okay, you know what? Screw this. No, 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 no. We're getting revenge right now. Come on. There we go. I think I got it. Yeah, go for him. It's fine. Okay, can we kill this thing, please? Come on, Argent. Jesus Christ. Thank you. and here comes the other one. What level are you? You're level 10. Okay. Oh my god, all because of a damn Microraptor. Alright, we lost most of our armor at this point. Alright, well, let's have a look. Might as well grab what we came for, basically, out of this. Alright. Alright, we got another beaver dam here, so I think we're just going to grab everything out. I don't think there's any nearby. But we will see in a second here. No. No, I think we're good. Alright, we have one more on the way home here, and this is going to draw out any of the ones closest to us. So we have this guy right here. What level are you? You're level 80. Okay. And then I think our 65 is somewhere around here, if I'm not mistaken. But what we're going to do is, I think this is... Yeah, here it is. Oh, okay, so you're right here. Okay, you know what we're going to do real quick? I'm going to move you really far away. Right about there should be good. Okay. All right, now let's see if we can get this one. All right, we'll kind of just do that. Head back to the Argent. And let's see who comes into aggro. All right, so I guess none. Because, yeah, the level 80 is still over there. Okay, screw it. All right, but yeah, we got one more right here, so let's see what we can grab from this one. And then I think we're going to go for that level 80, honestly. It's not the best, but at the same time, it's better than nothing, right? Where is it? I don't actually see it right now. But yeah, I think we can go in and kind of just do what we did before. Oh, nope, there's Piranha. No, 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 no. We're good. All right, out of the water, out of the water, out of the water. Okay, there we go. All right, and we'll take you with us, because you're going to be the one that we're going to knock out. Screw it. It's a level 80. That's fine. It's not perfect, but at the same time, it'll do some work for us. Where do we want to tame you now? It's only doing 8 damage. That's not too bad to deal with. We're definitely going to keep you on land if we can. I guess we'll kind of drop you here. Kind of pick everything that we're going to need for this one. We'll take you, we'll take you, we'll take you. And then I think we are good to go. Yeah, let's switch this out. Whoops. Let's switch this out to Tranks. All right, now where did it go is the question. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. Oh my god. Okay. Go ahead, we'll give this a shot. Oh, missed. No, passive. Is it knocked out? Oh, now it is. All right, cool. Now, the biggest thing is we're going to need some narcotics or narco berries for this guy because God, I'm pretty sure their unconscious is really quick. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll get the trike out here. Come on, where's the trike? Trike. Where's the trike? Styracosaurus. Trike. Perfect. Go. Get a ton of berries. We'll get a ton of narcos. All right, so the torpidity is starting to get pretty low here, so we're going to start basically having this thing eat a ton of narco berries, and essentially that should slowly bring the torpidity all the way back up. And I don't know how much torpidity this is going to be. We have about, 3 stacks plus 34 remaining narco berries, so I don't know how far this is going to take us, but it should put us in a pretty good place. I gotta be honest, I don't think that we're gonna need to hang out with this thing any longer. I think we can throw some measure berries on this thing and then kind of go on our merry way. And I think we're gonna head back up to get that Enki, because at this point, I think the Enki's gonna be fine. I think at that point, I'm a little bit nervous about this, I'm not gonna lie, but let's go ahead, we'll put that in there. Let's see how much it gets. It gets 6% per feed. Okay, I think we're going to be okay. It's only at 36% right now. I don't know how much that torpidity is going to build up. I might want to go around just in case and get a few more narco berries with the trike. All right, so I have another stack of 3 at this point. I think what we're going to do is we're going to throw all 3 stacks onto the Castroides, and then we're going to leave the area. I think we'll be totally okay at that point. Another thing, too, I kind of realized I actually forgot that there's another spot that we can find Castroides in. So let's go ahead and we'll basically have this thing consume all these, and then we should be good to go. So long story short, if we end up finding a better one, no big deal, right? Basically, because if this thing wakes up, we'll have a better one, we're all good to go there. But if this does end up being the best one that we can find, ultimately it should be able to tame at this point. Because again, we are loading this thing up with narcos, so I think we're going to be totally fine here. Again, this is pretty much 3 full stacks at this point. So what I think we're going to do at this point is I think we're going to head back up all the way to the Enki first. We're going to go ahead, we're going to drop a little bit of the food into it. It should pretty much tame right away, I would assume. There we go. All right, so Castroides, you can kind of hang out here on your own. Where did I put the Argent? Oh yeah, I put the Argent inside. Okay, so we'll basically head back up to the Enki. We'll go ahead, we'll tame that thing, basically, and then from there, we'll either come back down here for the Castroides, or we'll head over to the one other spot that Castroides could be in, and we'll see if we can find a better one there. So ultimately, by the end of this episode, we will have a Castroides at some point, and we'll also have ourselves an Enki, so we'll be looking pretty good to go at this point. So let's go ahead, let's get on the back of the Argent, and let's head up to the Enki. All right, here we are at the Enki. Looks like we got the Rex in the area. Let's go ahead and put 200 in here. I think this is going to tame up pretty much right away, so as long as we just stay around the area, we should be pretty good to go. Castroides at this point looks like it's just about to be tamed too. Let's see if we can kind of get eyes on it here. No, it's not really gonna... There we go. Okay, so it's at 96% currently, 99.2 in taming effectiveness, so it is gonna be a perfect tame, I believe, at this point. Actually, it's gonna be really close. It might not be a perfect tame. We'll have to see what happens. Unconscious is pretty much all the way back up, so we should be good to go. That thing will tame up in like a minute or two, honestly. What level is this Rex? Is this the 100 from earlier? It is, but it's taken on a Dimorph, which is level... 100 also? It's kind of interesting, right? But let's see. Do we have anything in the area that could be coming for us right now? I don't believe so. I did see a Yudi in the area, so I don't know what happened to that. Oh, it's out there. There you are. I can't see what level you are from here. So nice. What are we looking at with you? Okay, yeah, you're already at 77%. We did lose a level, it looks like. Almost there. And it is ours. Sweet. There we go. All right, so it is a level 186. I don't know if it ended up losing a level or not at this point, but looking at the stats on this thing, 5180 in health, 805 stam, 395 in weight, and 273 melee. Again, for a 125, that's not that bad. Here's the thing, though, guys. We got to take it home. So now, essentially, I got to make that trip all the way back home. Castroides is ours at this point, too. Looks like it has fully tamed, which is really cool. It's going to be a bit of a trip and a half, guys, but I will meet you guys back at base. So, guys, we finally made it back to base, and we have our big 3 starting utility tames in the form of the Enki, which is going to be our Metal Gatherer and our Flint Gatherer. We have the Styracosaurus, which is going to replace the Doedicurus. That's going to be our Stone Gatherer. And then finally, we have the Castroides, which is going to be our Wood Gatherer. Now, we're going to go through all the stats of these dinos, just in case I forgot anything along the way, but Castroides looks like it lost a level when taming, but we're looking at 1530 in health, 432 stam, 402 in weight, and 238 melee. And the funny part is, we've given this thing so many narcotics, torpidity is still going up. So there is actually a chance that this thing's going to knock back out. So might have fed it a little bit too much, but it is what it is. Biggest stat that we're looking at is the weight of 402 because it does get a weight reduction to wood, so we're looking pretty good there. Obviously, if we want to, we could also up the melee damage just so it gets a better yield or gets more wood for us, essentially. But overall, we're looking pretty good with this guy. Really excited to check this thing out. Personally, I haven't had a Castroides in God knows how long, so really curious to check what this thing's all about. We have the Styracosaurus, which is something that we tamed a while ago, and we ended up breeding and imprinting and all that fun stuff. But going over the stats of this thing, we have 3384 in health, 1250 stam, 960 in weight, and 363 melee. And again, this is 100% imprinted. I gotta say, these stats are pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But moving on to the Enki here, I don't know how many levels we lost on this thing, but we're looking at 5180 in health, 805 stam, 395 in weight, and 273 melee. And I gotta say, the Enki's looking pretty good at this point at level 125 Enki. That's not that bad. But guys, I'm really excited to check out these utility tames. Obviously, these are things that I traditionally haven't used in the past. Obviously, the Enki is the only exception just because it is the best metal gatherer, so why not stick with the best metal gatherer? But when it comes to the Styracosaurus and it comes to the Castroides, those are going to be relatively new for us, so excited to check those out. Guys, I am going to wrap up the episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, take a second, make sure to smash that like button. On top of that, if you guys are enjoying this kind of content, you're excited to see more ASA, take a second, hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. But guys, that is going to wrap this one up. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one.